And samples have been one of my biggest thing coming. Sorry, I'm getting a text. Samples have been one of my biggest thing as far as customers this month and last month. And I know those are key, getting our product in people's hands, but we wanted to kind of chat along those lines. Laura's going to chat first, but I wanted to also talk about credits and things like that and utilizing our credits so that they're not just sitting in our back office, how to take advantage of those and be able to and share those, because we can have credits and we can run sales all day long, or we can have free balance or free sculpt. But if we're not actively talking about it every single day, no one knows what we have our hands on, and no one knows what we have to offer them. So they, of course, will never reach out. So we just want to talk about the importance of a lot of things. And we wanted to talk a little bit, and we don't want to keep you guys very long since we have the MMM coming up tonight, about social media makeovers. And if you guys have been here for a while and you don't necessarily need to make over your social media or look at little things, it's good and key to know to have these conversations with your girls that either are already on your team and not here tonight, or girls coming in, that you can kind of just pinpoint 5 or 6 things on a profile and be like, all right, we need to change this, or let's do this, or let's highlight this area, just so your profile is attractive and not direct sales spammy, like, if y'all know what I mean. But Laura, I'll let you kind of take over and go over some things that you wanted to chat about, and then I will pick up where you leave off.
Hello. Thank you so much, ladies, for making your business a priority first and foremost, because just showing up is huge. You see right now that there's 20 people on, and we have a team of almost 900. So I really appreciate you guys hopping on. And for some of you guys, you may have started off super strong and you were killing it, and then all of a sudden you slacked off, and you're like feeling defeated. Or maybe you have been busting your ass all month long, and now you're like, I'm tired, Laura. I just don't have the energy, or I feel defeated. Listen, we have all been there, but you just have to keep pushing. This is the last month, just like Cassie said, it's the last month for bonuses. And let me tell you something. I waited around for these for so long, and they finally come back, and I'll be the first one to say that maybe I didn't do everything that I could to do it. But you know what? It's never too late. We still have almost at least 2 weeks now, or a little over 2 weeks, 15 days. 15 days to hit whatever your goal is. It's not too late. I want you to put your big girl panties on, and I want you to fight like hell. I want you to think that, hell, I know some of you guys aren't even mamas, but if you were pregnant and you were at the hospital and you're already pushing, you are 7 centimeters. I'm telling you right now, keep freaking pushing. You are almost there. That baby is crowning. You know what I'm saying, DeAndrea? She's like, oh, girl, I know what that is. But no, keep pushing and reach out to your uplines. Let them know what your goals are, because you're not going to be fighting for a goal if you don't put that out. If you don't put that out in the universe or whatever, it's not going to come to fruition, because you have to say it. You have to write it down saying, hey, I am 80K, I am 40K, or I'm 200K, or I'm 4K, I'm 12K, whatever it may be. Write it down, put it on your mirror, put it on your screensaver that I am 4K, I am 12K, and I am going to hit that damn thing if it kills me. Utilize 3-way chats. If you guys have a hard time closing, put me in a 3-way chat. If you're on Cassie's downline, put Cassie in a 3-way chat. If you're in Brandy's downline, put it in a 3-way chat. We will help you or we'll help you close them. Like, I'm telling you, I'm not, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I'm not a good closer. So let me just say, if you need help closing, I'll do it. And Cassie, hello, she's a freaking robot. She's going to be walking across the stage, getting an award because she's a freaking baddie. And she never gives up, no matter what. And I don't want you feeling defeated. I don't want you feeling like it's too late. I should have, would have, could have. I don't care if you're at freaking 0. You know what? Today's the day that you're going to say, that's it. I'm going to do this like it's just started in January. I am going to run so hard that, hell, when I get done, I may have shin splints, but who gives a damn? Because when you hit that, it is going to be so freaking sweet. When I hit 12K, when they first rolled out these bonuses, 16 months ago, oh my gosh, it's the best feeling hitting those bonuses and being able to have that money every single month. And then I turned around and I hit it on my husband's account. We brought him home for 6 months. If you can even just get that $4,000 bonus and have an extra $500 plus your commissions, what can that do for your family? What can that change? What person on your downline can you help? What can you help them do? If you need help with your waiting rooms, reach out to your 40K or 80K leader. Let them know. And we will help you go through and make the best moves. Don't try to do it yourself, because a lot of people will end up screwing themselves because, you know, we don't realize that we can red leg ourselves that easy, but we'll help make the best moves. And that way we can pop other people on your team, because if your team's not winning, you're not freaking winning. And I know I say freaking a lot, but you ain't. If your team ain't, then you ain't. So we got to lean on each other, guys. Right now, I know a lot of people I was talking to one of my girls a little while ago. We get caught up in PLP a lot of times, trying to make sure that we comment on all of our side sisters or side brothers stuff all the time. You know what? Right now, I want you to focus on your potentials. Focus on whoever you're talking to right now. I want you interacting with them. That is what's going to help you get across the finish line. And do not ever be afraid to ask for help, because trust me, I absolutely love what I do. And there's times when I may not go to bed till 3 o'clock in the morning because I'm helping somebody. Don't ever think that me, Cassie, Brandy, DeAndrea, don't ever think we are too busy. We're not. This is what we do, and we love it. So I'm gonna let Cassie kind of go in, and I might come back. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. Someone told me the other day, she's like, oh, I don't want to bother you. I'm like, please bother me. Like, you don't understand. I want to give you everything I know. I want to show you everything. I want to show you the best way to do things. And I want you to feel comfortable doing what you do. And that's how I asked Laura thousands of questions still to this day. Like, I will call her and be like, I need this done. How do I do it? Like, it's so much better to ask someone than to try and figure it out yourself, or to possibly lose a customer because you don't know what to say, or you don't feel comfortable, or for whatever reason. But please ask questions. Please reach out to us if you have questions. Another thing I wanted to touch on is which we preach this on the MMMs, is just the importance of showing your face and showing your face on stories. If you guys watch my stories, I am showing my face at least once a day, if not twice a day, on either two different topics at two different times, making my shake, doing whatever. And I know a lot of you guys will say, oh, my life's not interesting enough, or I don't have things to talk about. Like, if you are living and breathing, you have things to talk about. Sometimes my stories literally have no point to them, but people see my face and they see my house, or they see me that I'm home at noon on a Tuesday, or they see that I'm picking up my kids. Like, it doesn't have to be, oh, hi, I'm making my shake. Oh, hi, I'm taking my capsules, or hi, I'm doing this for my work. It can simply be like, hey, I'm doing laundry. Who else is doing laundry? And throw up a poll. Or I'm running to the grocery store. This is my favorite sparkling water I get. Which flavor is your favorite? Like, people want to know that you are a person outside of your product. And I can guarantee you that's one of the biggest reasons I have such high PPAs, because people trust me because they know so much more about me than just Thrive. They know my kids, they know my husband, they know what I do every day. They know that I'm a mom that struggles with laundry. They know that my house isn't always clean. They know that I'm an introvert because I share things. Like, they know other things about me besides Thrive, so that when they ask me about Thrive, they trust me and they trust that I'm not just there to sell them. Whereas if you are just putting up 5 stories a day about your Thrive and then piecing out and never showing your face, like, that's yucky. And people don't trust people like that. They want to see you. And even if you guys, I know a lot of you guys work full time and have crazy lives, like, it's okay to get on your phone and say, and put on your story, hey, I'm walking into work, I'm bringing my shake with me, or I'm walking into work today, I have a short day today, I'm super excited, I have soccer, my kids have soccer tonight, or I'm walking into work today's gonna be a long day, I will check back with you when I'm done. Like, things like that, because so many people, I know you guys think, oh, the higher people get, the easier it must be for them to be successful. That's totally the opposite. The higher we get, the more unrelatable our lives are. The more money I make, the bigger team I have, the more things I do, the less relatable I am, because then it seems so far out of reach to people to be able to retire their husband. Most people look at that, they're like, I could never do that. I'm not even going to try. Whereas if they see that you work full time and you have kids and you're doing this because it gets you healthy and you are getting financially ahead, whether it's just paying off debt, or whether it's being able to book a Disney vacation, or whether it's to go to the grocery store and not have to worry about it. Like, anything small is worth sharing. And I've used to preach this too, to share in like a form your paycheck, if that makes sense. So if you say you made $200 last week and $200 covers your grocery bill, like, make it a post about that, how your paycheck covered your grocery bills that are $200 per week, and talk about something like that, because people want to see it in real time. Like, cool, you made $200. Like, that doesn't mean anything to anyone. But if you say, hey, I paid my grocery for a family of 5 for the next week, like, that will trigger something in someone that's like, oh, that would freaking help, because that's the only reason I signed up, was to literally pay groceries. I knew there was more to it, but I knew that wasn't going to be me. I was like, if I can make $200 per week to pay for my groceries, that is life-changing to me. And that was life-changing to me 1.5 years ago when we were dead ass broke, being able to pay for groceries. So just being relatable like that, and getting in your stories and talking about that. Like I said, it doesn't have to be work related. People want to know what you're doing because they're nosy and they want to see what you do and they want to know everything about you. So talking in your stories, if you guys are not used to talking in your stories and you're like, I've never shown my face on my story ever, find a filter that you love, pop your phone in front of your face and talk for 3 or 4 slides and throw it up. And I always put a text when I'm talking about what I'm talking about, because 90% of people don't listen to their stories on volume. Almost everyone listens to them while they're at work, when they need to be quiet, or even I know my sound is never on in my stories. And if someone is talking in their stories and they do not have words, I will swipe right through them. Not interested in what you're saying because I'm not turning my volume on. So remember that. But just know the importance of getting in your stories. You can post and pray all day long, but if you're not someone that pops in someone's head when they think Thrive or when they think about things, then you're just posting and ghosting basically and just hoping it works. And then I wanted to talk about the 10 free accounts, because last month I feel like I was chasing girls down that were close to their bonuses but didn't have their 10 free accounts. It was like 6 p.m. on the last day of the month, and they were so close. And I messaged them and said, do you have everything ready to go 4K? And no one had their 10 free accounts. Like, there is only so much Laura and I can do as far as helping you. There is some that you have to do yourself and that I cannot help you with. If you are close to 4K and I can help you, but you don't have your 10 free accounts, I will move on to the next person. That sounds bitchy, but it's true. I cannot put 10 free accounts in the computer for you. And that is the easiest part of hitting a bonus, is getting free accounts in the computer. So if you guys do not know about the 10 free accounts, to achieve the 4K bonus, the 12K bonus, any of the bonuses, you have to have 10 free customer accounts. They can be ordering, they cannot be ordering. So you can literally do a sample post, get some emails via that. And I'm not saying drop your email in the comments. I'm saying like do a giveaway. And if you just have one to give away, pick a person and say you won, I need your email. And then to the rest of the people, say, to get you entered into this giveaway, I need your email. I'm going to create you a free customer account and get you entered. I'm excited to give this away and get them in the system. But like I said, they can be ordering or not ordering. So you can do 10 free accounts, boom, done. Or if you have 10 new customers this month, boom, you're done. If you have 5 new customers this month that ordered, then you only need 5 more free accounts. So make sure you guys are watching that. Make sure you guys are watching your rank advancement wheels as the month goes on. I think we're also used to clicking the home button and scrolling down to our wheels, but the operations winning is the wheel you should be looking at first. That's your top wheel. It's going to show you exactly what you have done so far and what you need to get to 4K. So those are just 2 little things I wanted to touch on. Does anyone have questions or a subject that they want us to touch on at all before I pass it back to Laura? I don't think so, but I mean, you guys, you know exactly what it takes to hit your goals, whether your goals are big or small. You guys know exactly what it takes, and you guys have it all. You guys are consistent. You're here on this Zoom, which is huge. And you've put your business first. Like I say, you're already committed. Like once you've bought your promoter pack, you're already committed to doing this. I mean, yes, you can hop out at any time, but you've already committed financially. Why would you not see to fruition what you can do for your family and for yourself and for your goals? And like I said, no matter how big or small they are, like they can be met here. You guys know that I'm proof of it. Laura's proof of it. Courtney's proof of it. Like, and I always say to duplicate your leaders. Like if Courtney is going live 3 times per week, you can bet your bottom dollar I will be live 3 times per week. If Courtney is posting 5 times per day, you bet I will be posting 5 times per day, because we can duplicate what works. And on top of the lives, I wanted to talk about those 2. Going live is huge. Now at this part of my business, I've shifted to 3 opportunity lives per day. But before I had a big team, and before I had momentum like that, I was going live 3 times per day by myself. And that was making a shake. That was making a shake and talking about the opportunity. Like I was like a scared, timid, like I've been live on Facebook for 3 years now, but it still scares the shit out of me every time I click it. And I'm like, what am I going to talk about? What if no one pops on? So I would always do it when I was making my shakes. I was like, worst case scenario, I can talk about my shake because that's what I'm making. And I got comfortable with those. And so if you guys are not doing opportunity live events 3 times per week, I would mix in, say you have 1 opportunity live scheduled with me this week, go live 2 other times by yourself and just make your shake, or do whatever. Do an opportunity live by yourself, or reach out to a girl that's on the Zoom tonight. You guys don't necessarily have to do them with me or with Laura or your upline. You can totally do it with a sideline sister if you guys want to fill up your calendar and get more in. I know I offer 3 per week per month, but I know you guys can only get on like 1 or 2 because there's so many of us. So I would definitely get on that training. And even if it's, like I said, making your shake and you're live for 10 minutes in the morning, that's better than nothing. And just talking about the products and what they've done for you is huge. So, and like I said, I'm a big like organizer. I have everything mapped out. I have like 30 post-it notes staring at me right here. I have a whiteboard right here with my calendar. I literally have everything written down. I know exactly what I'm going to be doing at what time. So if you're an organized person and that like sets your soul on fire like me, do it, because it helps so much. But all right, Laura, I'll let you take it over.
Yeah, guys, just to kind of touch what she was saying, the opportunity lives have been huge for me. And I don't know what has happened, but I have started doing opportunity lives. And for like, I don't know what happened, but my algorithm has been popping. And when I've hopped on, I've been having way more viewers than I ever had. I used to have like 5, 10 viewers at a time. And here lately, they've shot up. And it's very important because that's something Facebook is going to throw out there because they want you to utilize it. And it helps people relate to you as a person and feel like they know you because, we can make as many awesome looking posts and people still don't feel like they know you. When you go live, you know, you get vulnerable or you get silly and people like that. And a lot of people tell me all the time, like, oh, I feel like we could be best friends, da 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 da, or I feel like we're just alike. And it helps build those relationships with people. And one thing that we wanted to come on here about was social media makeovers, because I know some of you guys are new to the industry and you might not know what the hell, most of your Facebooks are supposed to look like, in attraction marketing, not saying that it has to look a certain way, but like I said, we are in a traction marketing. That means we want to attract our audience to us. And I'm not saying we have to that's not, and some people get this confused when I say attraction marketing. Oh, well, so I have to be a supermodel or I have to be like super pretty. No, it has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with looks. It has all to do with how it being aesthetically pleasing, like having a good quality picture. I don't care if you look like Steve Urkel. If it's a good quality picture and you've got actually Steve Urkel, whenever he took the glasses off, he was pretty cute. But let me think. I don't care if you look like Miss Doubtfire, whoever, whatever. I can't think of any good ones, but it doesn't matter. You just want to make sure those pictures are crisp and clear, and find you a preset that you like and use that certain preset on all your pictures. And what I've even done is I've found a preset that I love and I use it all the time. But for some pictures, that preset might not look the same as other times. So what you do is you just go into Lightroom and tweak it a little bit so that way you can use it for different pictures and different lighting. Getting outside, getting those pictures, just having a good clear picture for your profile picture is going to help people say, okay, I'm going to add her, I'm going to accept her friend request. Having, even if you have the feature photos, or if they took it away and you have the little the highlights, making those, have stuff that is informative, but you want to give them value. You want to put value to it to where not only are they coming to see you for health and wellness and thrive, but maybe it's the fact that like Cassie knows a lot about fashion and a lot of people follow her just because of that, or to see what she's doing or what new stuff she's using. And that's all boils down to influencing. And that's pretty much what we're doing. We are influencing. We love our product. We take it every single day and we're influencing, and that way helping other people feel as good as we do. Do you feels about your opportunity? I literally did a reel April 1st about where I started to where I'm at now and what this biz has changed. I had 5 likes in the last 2 days. Over 450 people have liked it and have got 120 followers. That's where I got my 5 free accounts from IG. That right there is insane. Like, if you're not,
Instagram that is where I got my 20 free accounts from this month. For 10 for me and 10 for my husband was all Instagram, all people I've never spoken to in my life. And it's because I dropped this in my chat a few times. I got my face on there. I talked about that I'm doing a giveaway. I've never done this before. I'm going to pick, and I said 10 lucky winners because I financially could give away 10 free samples. Pick whatever number you have. If you could have one to give away, say I have one. But talking about it, putting text underneath it because people aren't listening to it, but getting excited. If you're on your stories, I'm giving away 10 free samples today. Yeah, who fucking wants that? No one wants that. But if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm doing something I've never done before in my life, this is insane, you have to listen. Like something like that. And that's totally, if you guys know me, that's not my personality at all. It takes a lot of me to act excited. And if you're like me, like I get it and it feels awkward to you, but people are like, yeah, let's do this. Like, and people don't see it as awkward when I'm excited about stuff. So I talked about it for like 3 slides. And then at the very last one, I did a graphic and I just did a swipe bar and said, swipe this if you want to be entered, because it's easy and it's simple. And the swipe bar isn't a feature that's used as much as like the polls or the questions. So Instagram bumps it up a little bit more. And I got so many people that were interested that I have never even spoken to or I didn't even know about. And you said something about like on the profile picture, everything, and just that goes hand in hand too, looking excited. If you have your shake in your hand, you're not even smiling, like who wants your shake? No one wants your shake. And I know it sounds so stupid to look happy, but it's true. You have to look happy, and just be constantly sharing what you love. I know last month I signed a customer who she has followed me since I started direct sales 3.5 years ago, never bought a penny from me. She's always commented on my stuff, but never financially supported me. And she finally bought last month. She was like, okay, I've watched you for 3.5 years. I'm ready to buy. Like, what happened if I would have stopped 2 months in or a year in? Or what if I would have stopped last month if I had a crappy month? Like, people like that will come around, but you have to be the person that shows up for them every day. People don't buy stuff from people that show up every 2 days or once a week, or they're on their products and then they're off their products and then they're back on and then they're off. Like your followers notice that. They'd notice if you're sharing your Thrive for a week and then you're gone for 2 weeks and then you're like, oh, I'm back, I'm taking my products again. Like, what? So you fell off your products and now you're telling everyone and now you're back again. Like, people want to buy something from someone that's consistent. I've had people message me before that are like, I've seen Thrive and my friend does it, but she doesn't take her products all the time and she's always still tired. And so I want to buy from you because I know you take them every day and know you're active and I know they work for you. Like, people see that stuff and they see that you are consistently showing up, and I mean, they won't say anything, but they'll watch you and they will see what you're doing and they want to buy from someone that's consistent. So to you, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm sharing my capsules again for the 300th day in a row. How annoying. But like to them, they're like, oh, yep, Cassie's taking her capsules. Oh, yep, Laura's awake, she's taking her capsules. Like, they want to see someone that's consistently using the product and someone that they can trust, that they know when they come back to you next week and have questions or they're ready to order, they know you're going to be there because they know you show up every day. Whereas someone that doesn't show up every day, you're not going to be the first one they message because they're like, well, I don't know if she's going to be on her products next week. I don't know if she's going to be in sell mode next week and want to help me. So just being consistent when we feel we're repetitive. I know that's the first thing we feel is like, oh my gosh, I'm talking about it again. But you're going to basically be sharing the same couple stories thousands of different times, thousands of different ways. Like, I get so tired of talking about how I was broke and where I was and now we are now. But there's so many people that have never seen it before, ever. I had someone message me the other day who I looked back in our conversation. We had talked about the products before. I'd even given her a sample. She messaged me and she said, can you tell me about the 3 steps? What are they? I was like, what? Like, I assumed she knew exactly what they were. We've talked about it before. You watch my stories. I've given you a sample, but she was still like, what are the 3 steps? Like, that just shows that people, it doesn't click to them. Like, they flip through your stories, but it doesn't always, unless they're stopping and reading your stories and really investing in it, like they just flip through it. I mean, I will sit on Instagram and flip through stories all night long and I couldn't tell you what I flipped through, you know? So just being basically a light and showing people exactly what you have. Exactly. So many girls down to join my team. They're like, I stalked you for a year. I'm like, I had no idea who you were. Like, I had no idea you were even looking at my page. But if I hadn't have shown up or hadn't have posted a post that connected with them, they would have pieced out, you know? So just keeping on going is when you feel like no one is watching you and no one is cheering you on. I can tell you, I'm not a numbers person. I don't get a ton of likes on my posts. I don't get a ton of comments that aren't thrivers. Usually my likes and my comments are thrivers, and you can either get held up in that and be like, oh, well, no one's seeing my stuff. But y'all, I've grown a team. I don't know. We have, I think, over 400 or 500 now. And none of those people ever commented on my stuff. Like, they don't love on your stuff. They don't comment on your stuff. They literally come out of the bushes and they're like, I've been stalking you for 3 months. I'm ready. I'm like, cool. Could have liked my post while you're at it. But it's true. People don't like, they don't want to give you any indication that they're interested until they are ready. Until they're ready to have a conversation, they will not love your stuff. They will not comment because they're not ready, and that's fine. But when they are ready, they're going to come to you. Exactly. Kelsey said that was her with Deandra. It's me too. I was like, oh, well, what's she doing? And I never said anything. So that's all I have to say. Do you have anything else, Laura?
No, I don't think I mean, the only thing really is just getting those 3 posts in a day, if anything. And I mean, you know, yeah, going live 3 times a day would be awesome too. But I mean, even if you go live once a day, or even make a goal going live at least 4 times a week, and telling a story when you post, basically laying it out. Look at my post, look at Cassie's. You can see how it's laid out. People will stop and read that more than they will something that's bunched up. I feel like that's so important. When you lay your post out, having, the way I like to think about it is, here is your topic or the title of your story, and that's basically what you're talking about, and then kind of giving them tidbits of what you're the story you're telling. And even though, like Cassie said, you feel like it's getting repetitive, it is. You're telling your story a million times in a million different ways. But you know what? That's okay, because each time somebody different is seeing it, and that's how people get on our team. They see it when you least expect it. When you feel like nobody is seeing your stuff, nobody is, it's not affecting anybody, that is when somebody is ready to hop on the Thrive train. And just keep pushing, man, and reach out to us. I am more than happy to help any one of you. And I mean, some of you guys are down on my 6th, 7th, line. I don't care. I don't care if I don't even get paid on you. I don't care. I want to help you. If you are anywhere that's in my downline, I want to help. And like I said, maybe you didn't go as hard when you first started. Maybe you have been going hard. Don't stop. And if you did stop, get back on, dust yourself off, and let's go. Any tips to get people to join your team? Well, basically changing people's lives. Because for me, having customers, and this was something I remember Cassie used to say all the time, was customers make the best promoters, because they're already on the product and they absolutely love it. Otherwise, they wouldn't be taking the product. And letting them know, instead of getting their referral to, or refer to, and get their next month free, well, you can still get that and then make money. That's the only difference. And just letting them know about community and staying consistent. Because I will say this, if you do not stay consistent, why would they want to be on your team? Okay. I want you guys right now, and I want you to drop in the chat from however consistent you've been. Would you join your team right now? I want you to be completely honest with yourselves. Would you join your team? I'll be the first to say Laura will help you no matter where you fall. She is there for anyone who is ready to rock and roll. Yes, I love you. But drop in the chat. Do you think that would you join your team? Yes, no? Be honest with yourself. Join my team as customers, but
yeah, and I will say, I feel like that's my number one question is how do I get people to join my team? How do I get people to join my team? And there's no secret sauce to it. There's absolutely no secret that I have to give you. I wish I did. And if I did, I would give it to you. And I don't want to use the word consistency anymore because I know you guys are sick of it and I want to vomit every time I say it. But just sharing what it's done for your life. One post per day should always be about how this business has changed your life, whether it is I got to take the kids out to ice cream after soccer today. That's something I wouldn't have been able to do. Or because I got healthy, I was able to do XYZ. Or I was able to take some stress off my husband because I'm able to cover the electric bill, or I'm able to help with rent this month, or whatever. I was able to buy groceries and not put it on a credit card, or I paid off a credit card. Anything small. It does not have to be, hey, I bought $1 million house today, or hey, I bought a brand new Escalade today. It does not have to be elaborate. It can be something so simple, but talking about it once a day is key. I always do, like, I swear by this: one product post per day, one opportunity post per day, and one post that is nothing to do with your business, an interactive post. So my product posts are typically before and afters of me or afters of me. I will tell you, like, and this sounds like so conceited, but when my body looks better, my customers are way higher. It's just flat out true. We work in health and wellness and people want to see you transform. They want to see your body change. They want to see you because they know you and they know that you're a real person and they trust you because now they've seen you in your stories talking about everything else besides the business. Now they trust you. And so when you show results, they're like, okay, I trust her enough to try what she has. So that is always my product post. Either it's me at the gym or me with a shake or a before and after of some sort talking about the product. And then I always make one post that is interactive, and literally you can throw this up and be done. Like if you work full time and you're like, okay, I have 2 minutes while I sit and pee on the toilet, I'm going to throw up an interactive question. Do you brush your teeth with hot or cold water? Is it hot or cold where you live? Would you go to the vacation in Alaska or would you rather go to Hawaii? Like you can literally post that and leave Facebook. It's like your one excuse post to just post and peace out. And then your opportunity post, like I said, no matter how big or small it has changed you, whether you made $20 last week or $20,000 last week, you can talk about what that did for your family. And it doesn't always have to be finances. It can be like the time and things like that you're able to do, but just sharing that. And I know to us it sounds so small, like, oh well, I only filled up my gas tank this week, that's all I did. But to someone that is life-changing. To someone, they put $3 in their gas tank last week and they are dying to have a change. Like that was me. I was a $3, $5 fill up. And if someone would have told me they had an opportunity that I could fill up my full tank for $60 every week and not blink, I would have said, sign me the hell up. Like people, you don't understand people's situations. So just sharing yours in all different types of way helps so much. Like even I know my story is very broke to financially stable, but I don't always want to attract just broke people who want to be financially stable. Sometimes I want to attract people that are financially stable that just want something that's for them or something that's just going to force them to get healthy. There's so many people that work full time that love their corporate jobs that never dream of leaving. So I have to figure out how to relate to them too, because my story doesn't relate to them. But if I put it in a certain way where I needed to get healthy. I needed something that was going to force me to get healthy. Or if I talk about, like, I was in the corporate world and I loved it and I loved having deadlines and I loved being promoted and all that stuff. And I completely lost that when I left the corporate world. I needed something that was me. I needed something that I could work hard and promote at, or something that I just had a reason to be me again and not be a mom or a wife, and just to be Cassie again. So talking about it in that way too, like, there's so many different ways to talk about the opportunity. Trust me, you don't have to be a millionaire to get people to join your team. You do not have to be a certain rank for people to join your team. You just have to be confident in what you have and be relatable.
Yeah, and don't assume that someone doesn't have the money. Don't assume that this person wants a deal, because some people automatically will assume that this person, you know, wants a deal. Like right when they ask about it, oh, okay, I've got $25 off. Well, if they're messaging you wanting to know about it, you don't have to throw out something unless you already have a sale that's going on your Facebook. Just, you know, put value in the products. And like she said about the results, now you don't have to be a freaking size 5 or a size 1 to, you know, have results. I am a good, well, 14 to 12 to 14 size. So when I lose 2 inches, that's a big deal. Hey, you know, if your husband's doing it with you and he's, you know, got results, show that. If you don't, you know, like, it is always better to have personal results, but use someone else's results. Hey, at least let them see that, hey, the product works.
Mm-hmm.
But, and even if there's some people who don't want to lose weight, they just want to maintain, letting them see that you're maintaining and not gaining, mm-hmm. or that maybe you wanted to gain weight. Let them know that there's possibilities, because everyone's story is completely different. So that's my biggest thing that I had to learn, was not to assume that the person didn't have the money, not mm-hmm. to assume that their health wasn't a priority, not to assume that they just wanted a deal, you know?
If you're going to assume anything, assume the sale. I always assume that they are purchasing. Because once they feel doubt in you, they will feel doubt in your products. And so never do I say, oh, well, let me know when you're ready, or are you ready to order? Like, no, here's how you're ordering. Like, we're getting this order in now. What shakes do you want? And just assuming that they're there to buy, because so many people are, and they just feel like put off when you assume that they want a deal, or you assume that they're not ready, or you assume that they have bad habits, or you assume that they want weight loss and they don't. So just asking questions and figuring out exactly what they need and what they want, and then assuming the sale.
And also, like I said before, I know that was it was kind of a hard question for you guys too. And sometimes it's hard to be honest with ourselves about, you know, like, if you were a person following you, would you join me? Change that today. If your answer was no, change that. Start showing up. That's all you have to do. Show them that you are consistent. Show them that you're not just in this for the money. Like, let them know that you actually want to change their lives. And I'm telling you, when you get that mindset of changing lives instead of making a quick buck, your whole business will completely turn around. I'm telling you, trust me, when you start wanting to change people's lives and help them financially, or help them physically or mentally, or help them with having a community, you will start seeing big changes, and letting them know that you are going to be here, that you're not just doing this. You're not going to be a statistic and do the business for 2 weeks and then fall off completely. That you're actually here, like, because you love the business and you want to help people. Show them that you aren't quitting, because if they see you quitting every couple of days, then why would they not, like, I mean, why they're already having the problem of wanting to quit on themselves. They need someone who's not going to quit on them. So I really appreciate all you guys hopping on. It really means a lot to us, and just know that we want the best for you guys, and we want to try to help you any way possible. I try to stay consistent whether I'm feeling like making that post or not. Exactly, Amanda. That is right on the money. There is all the times that I don't feel like posting, or I feel like shit. And I'm like, I do not want to post, or I am in a pissy ass mood, and I am not trying to be all positive. But you know what? I say, all right, Linda, let's stop. And I will put something on there. Maybe it's an interactive post. Maybe it's not. I don't know. And after a couple hours, I'm like, dang, I'm glad I did that. I'm so glad I did it. Like when you work out and you're like, oh, I don't want to do it. Oh, I don't want to do it. And you're kicking and you're, and then you go work out and you're like, oh God, ooh, I got muscles. Yeah. And you're like, ooh, well, it's the same thing. Sorry, all the dramatic, but yeah. Done.
All right. Stop there. I'm just kidding. All right. If you guys seriously have questions, or if you just want to brainstorm with us, or if you want to talk credits with us, waiting room, how to move forward with your rank, please reach out to us. I would love to brainstorm with you. We've been where you are. We have been close to 4K. We have been close to 12K. We've been in your shoes. We have been to the point where we feel defeated, or we feel for whatever reason we need help. We need someone to tell us it's going to be okay. We need someone to brainstorm with us. We need all of the things. Yeah, and if you have questions about your Facebook, if you want me or Laura to look at your Facebook, shoot me a message, say, hey, can you check out my Facebook and see if there's anything you would change? We can spot a few things and help you guys change those things. So feel free to reach out to us. If you, again, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for putting your business first, and thank you for showing up for yourself tonight. It has been awesome to be able to chat with you guys and just see your faces without being lost in a sea of faces on the MMM. So I will see some of you guys in Dallas in a couple weeks, but keep on chugging. We're at our halfway mark, y'all. We're halfway there.
We're gonna do this. Let's go.
All righty. Love you guys. Bye.